So with Destiny entering another content drought until the next season, I thought about talking about some old but good weapons that you can still acquire in the game, although the content it launched with has been sunset. So welcome back Guardians, as we today talk about the pulse rifle, the Sacred Provenance, which you can get from, well, the Garden of Salvation raid that came with Shadowkeep, and it's one of the only things in Shadowkeep you can actually get that's not sunset. So, well, if you bought Shadowkeep and you feel like you didn't get your money's worth, just remember that if you do the raid, everything within the raid is still viable, and it will be viable for about 9 months more. Hopefully Bungie's gonna extend that, but right now, the raid stuff you can still use, so that's good. So with that being said, let's talk about the pulse rifle. To start off with, you can get the Sacred Provenance from, I think, the third encounter, where you meet the Consecrated Mind and you actually destroy it. As for its weapon stats, well, it's actually really good for both PvE and PvP. Its impact is pretty high for a pulse rifle, considering it's an aggressive burst frame. Its range is superb, its stability is also really good, handling and reload speed is pretty meh. It can fire 450 rounds per minute and holds 40 rounds in the magazine. Its hidden stats are also fairly good, with an aim assist of 48 and a zoom of 18, meaning it's fairly low but still really viable without giving you too much of a tunnel vision. As for perks you would want to get with this gun, well, for PvP that's pretty straightforward. Since it already has a lot of range, you want to capitalize on getting even more so masterworking range is probably your first and foremost thing to do, followed by getting as much stability as possible. So to start off with, I would go with small bore since it gives you both range and stability, followed by, if you're gonna PvP, then you're gonna go with high caliber rounds since the weapon knocks back targets, which, well, it's fairly nice. But if you don't like that, you can always go with ricochet rounds instead. For the third tier, I would go with Outlaw. Outlaw is overall really good with his pulse rifle since you can quickly reload in between kills. And with that being said, I would also go with Quick Draw since you can basically swap from this weapon into a shotgun or a sniper fairly quickly. And this makes this a really good killing machine in PvP. As for PvE, it's a 450 pulse rifle, meaning it's not better than any other 450 pulse rifles, but the perks it can roll with are really good. And here, we'll once again go with small bore, but after that we'll switch it up with ricochet rounds since it gives you more stability, followed by rapid hit since it once again gives you more stability and reload speed, and finally, we're gonna go with kill clip, since kill clip combined with rapid hit is gonna be amazing for you. As for weapon mods, for PvE you would go with anything that increases damage against enemies, and for PvP you would probably go with Icarus Grip since you can now jump and fire without really having any penalty to your aim. And with that being said, what do I feel about the gun? Well, it's pretty good, it looks amazing, it's probably one of my favorite looking guns in the game, with all of the VIX light flowing through it, and it shades really nicely. It's also one of those things that you can chase right now in the game if you have nothing better to do, and considering there really isn't much to do in Destiny right now in between seasons, now is the perfect time to actually get it. So if you have time to spare, then hit up a group for Garden of Salvation and get this pulse rifle. And with that being said, I want to ask you guys a question, and that is, what do you think about the Sacred Provenance? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, then liking the video and subscribing to the channel is a great way to stay up to date on all the latest uploads. It's also a fantastic way to support the channel itself. And with that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you have a really good day. This is TCSpectre, signing off.